Considering that Palestinian officials vehemently deny a Jewish connection to the Holy Temple Mount and sacred tombs of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Rachel, and others, what sites would you acknowledge as holy to the Jews? And do you in fact accept Israel as a Jewish state?
Okay, that's an interesting question. I think the most important site for Jews in the old city of Jerusalem is the Wailing Wall and the Jewish Quarter. And we, ever since President Arafat, the late President Arafat, negotiated with the Israelis, we have clearly said that we acknowledge the importance of the Wailing Wall and the Jewish Quarter to Israel. And you have to keep in mind that Jerusalem is also important to Christians. It's important to Muslims. And that's why when we propose creative solutions, and we came under attack by Al Jazeera and others for using the word creative. You have to be creative if you want to find a solution to these complex issues. When we use the word creativity for solving the issue of Jerusalem, we mean that Jerusalem, the east sector of Jerusalem, will be a capital for a future Palestinian state. The western sector will be a capital for Israel. And the old city, there will be a special regime in the old city that will be agreed by all the parties. But the most important element of that special regime or function would be to allow Jews, Christians, and Muslims to access their holy sites freely. Today, Palestinian Muslims and Palestinian Christians cannot access their holy sites in Jerusalem. An American Muslim, American Christian, American Jew can get on the plane, fly to Israel, Palestine tomorrow, and access their respective holy sites. But Palestinians who live in Bethlehem and my hometown Jericho, who are 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from Jerusalem, cannot enter Jerusalem without a permit from the Israeli military authorities. So there is no freedom of religion right now in Jerusalem and the holy sites. Now, on the issue of the Jewishness of the state of...
Let me ask you another question about the sites, though. I mean, do you realize how startling it is to some people to hear that you might believe that there was not a temple in Jerusalem?
I didn't say that, and I don't agree.
I
know what you are alluding.
Was there?
You know, I'm not a historian to answer that question, because I know this is a contentious, controversial issue, but I don't want you to misunderstand me when I say that. I do not deny the roots of any religion to the Holy Land. And this has to be very clear. I strongly believe that Christians, Muslims, and Jews did have, at some point, roots and connections to that part of the world. Having said that, I don't think the best way to guarantee the right of Jews, Christians, Muslims is by one party trying to claim monopoly over that piece of land or that city, as is the case right now. Israel actually right now is trying to claim monopoly over Jerusalem, saying that it is more important to one religion than it is to other religions.